Hi, my name is Josh Myers. I live out here on the West Coast and work as what I call an anxiety coach. Basically, I'm a life coach who works with people who have generalized anxiety disorders, panic attacks, and the like. My experience is a lot of personal experience with anxiety disorder in my own life, as well as a degree in psychology. So, I want to talk about something that seems pretty simple, but you might not think about: blood sugar. Turns out that if you let your blood sugar get really low, a chemical is released called cortisol. Cortisol has the ability to go to your liver and ask for blood sugar and get your blood sugar back to normal. What's important to remember about cortisol is it's the same chemical, one of three chemicals that are released in large quantities during an anxiety attack or when we're experiencing strong generalized anxiety. So, for those of us who struggle with anxiety, it's not a very good idea to let our blood sugar get low, but it's also something that's very easy to do. And again, it gets back to that cortisol. If we're experiencing a panic attack or a nice large chunk of generalized anxiety, the cortisol is doing what it's supposed to do, which is to give us more blood sugar. What that can do is send our blood sugar too high, then insulin would kick in and bring our blood sugar back down to being too low again, and then our body has to kick in more cortisol. And so this is not something that you're going to hear very often, but it's important to remember that if you avoid these shots of cortisol, you're going to lessen the probability of a panic attack as well as lessen generalized anxiety. Many of the people who come to me struggling with generalized anxiety are basically, when we look at it closely, having a series of small panic attacks that are being triggered often by something as simple as blood sugar. So, how to correct this? Basically, you want to control your blood sugar. What that means is when you wake up in the morning, have a breakfast. For some of us, that just tends not to happen. Have a breakfast with some protein in it. I'll probably discuss on another video why protein is particularly important, but if you just want to know the how part, eat a breakfast with some protein in it. Have a snack around 10 or 11 o'clock with protein in it. Have a lunch with a little bit of protein in it. And in the American diet, typically by dinner time, protein's sort of automatically involved. What we're doing is we're giving our body a slow drip of blood sugar. We want to avoid things like soda, especially carbonated beverages with caffeine in it, for a variety of reasons, one of which is a spike in blood sugar, which is going to start triggering this response. So, we want to eat foods that are going to give us slow, steady access to blood sugar and avoid foods that cause big spikes in blood sugar. Hope you found this a little bit helpful. I hope you put this to work. Everybody can benefit from it, whether you have anxiety or not. And you can find more helpful ideas. You can get in touch with me personally at anxietymentor.com. For those of us who are more visual, anxietymentor.com. All right. Hope you found that helpful. Like I said, please get a hold of me. I'm very easy to find. If you go to my website, you can see other helpful hints. I have a huge audio library, a couple of newsletters with multiple articles in them. I'm going to continue to add to that. So anyways, check it out. And on that, if you want to, you can give me a call directly. Thanks.